Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and I am your watch guy today. We are quickly approaching the Aliexpress sale. I don't know if this is a back to school, end of summer sale. I've seen a few different things. I don't know what to call it, but it's a sale all the same. I've been sent a watch from the Pagani Design Global Aliexpress store that they would like me to review for you guys. Now it's one that I've already reviewed on the channel. It is the PD1651. And the reason that I'm re-reviewing it is that they've made a few subtle changes. As well as that, they've also released it in a rose gold case option. Well, rose gold colour case option. It's not gold, unfortunately. I'd buy them all if it was. This is one of the first watches that I ever reviewed for you guys, and it did divide some of the opinions across the channel. A lot of people that came out as really anti-homage watches, whereas a lot of people thought that it was great value for money, me being one of them. I think that for the price that they're offering this at, which is £77 in the sale that's coming up this Monday, these pieces are fantastic. Screw down crown, 100 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal and a ceramic bezel insert. How can you go wrong? As well as that, they pack it with an NH35 movement. It's a no-brainer. I think that these are the perfect way into the automatic watch market or into the automatic watch hobby for a lot of people. And I think that they definitely go under the radar a little bit too much nowadays. So, let me introduce you to Pagani Design's rose gold finished PD1651. So today I am reviewing Pagani Design's updated PD1651. This is one of the first watches that I actually reviewed. I reviewed it in the stainless steel casing, and it was very, the opinions were diverse on it. Lot of negative comments about homage watches, and then a lot of people that really did enjoy it. So I thought when Pagani Design reached out, it would be rude not to follow it up with another review. This one is the updated model and there are a couple of little changes. The bezel has a more accurate colour choice to it. As well as that, we have these really nice tones on the dial itself. They really fit the rose gold casing much better than the first iteration. Let's talk about the dimensions on this one. 41.15 millimeters here to here, and that is including the bezel, a little bit smaller on the actual casing itself. 12.67 millimeters thick, which is about right for an NH35 watch. It is 47.2 millimeters lug to lug, and we have 20 millimeter lugs on this one. Now, a couple of things that really did impress me when I first reviewed this piece were the fact that they had a screw down crown, an automatic Seiko movement, the NH35. Just screw that back in. It was made in 316L stainless steel, ceramic bezel insert and a sapphire crystal. And honestly, I couldn't think of anything better for the price. It was obviously a fantastic choice about 2 years ago, but now we've come to the realization that the Pagani, it was fantastic 2 years ago, it's fantastic now, but I feel like now we do have that expectation of Pagani to deliver really fantastic specifications for the pricing. The lugs on this one are brushed very nicely, really fine brushing that accents the polish to the sides very well. Crown guards over to the date window side cover this crown, and it does look really well protected, only a slight protrusion there for the crown. We have a Queen Edge finish on that one, and it is signed with the Pagani Design logo. Screw down case back, and it is a display case back also with the usual information around the outer edge, and we can see that NH35 movement in the back of the Pagani here. Sapphire crystal and a cyclops to the side. That is always an option that divides us quite a bit. Personally, I don't really like the cyclopses, but a lot of people do seem to keep them on their model. This one is well aligned and it is actually quite well magnified. Moving into the dial itself, we have a really nice sunburst effect to this dial. when you catch you in the light, in the right angle on the light, you can see that sunburst effect. Really does play nicely with the light. We have applied indices throughout the dial, and they do have that rose gold tone as the outer edge, which does help to play into the rest of the colour options on this watch, especially into the casing itself. Pagani design logo is printed at the top in that rose gold colour, automatic, water resistance, followed by the water resistant rating, 100 meters at the 6 o'clock there. And we have Japan movement either side of the 6 o'clock indice. That indicates that NH35 movement in the back of this one. The usual Mercedes style handset completes this dial, and we have the date window over at the 3 o'clock, triangle at 12, batons at 9 and 6, as you would expect for this style of homage. Let me have a look at the loom on this one and let's see how Pagani have done. So unfortunately we have the same loom as we did on the earlier iterations of this piece. Not very well applied on the handset itself, as well as that the dial dots don't really do enough for me. I was hoping that they'd have improved the loom on this, but it does look like it is the same as the previous versions, and that's what a lot of the moans were about on them. As we move from the head of the watch, we move on to this band. Now this band is again another new feature. When I first reviewed this model, they were supplied on stainless steel bracelets. Now this rubber band really does accent the watch very well, and as well as that, it gives you that almost oyster flex type of style to the piece. We have a colour matched buckle up here with the Pagani design logo that is well brushed, 2 keepers, and this is a really soft and nicely fitted band. Let me pop it on wrist and show you how it looks on my 6.2 inch wrists. Here we go, that 40mm case, that rubber band really does make this a very, very nice fit for me. It almost reminds me of the Daytona homages on the rubber bands, very soft rubber band, and it fits to this very nicely. As well as that, the short lug to lug, or the shorter lug to lug, really does help this fit. I think that really these watches were fantastic when they were first released. They haven't made too many improvements, however, I don't think they really needed to. I think for the price that these are offered at, and especially in the sale, it's £77, I think that these are a fantastic option for a lot of people. Especially if this is your first dip into the automatic market, I think this is fantastic for you. Let me take it off wrist. Let's discuss some of the downsides of this piece. Now it is a shame that we are rehashing the moan of the loom in this piece from the previous model. I wish they'd have improved it. It's really what we call for every time we see a Pagani design. I don't know how much the budget would have to stretch to incorporate better loom. However, I feel like most of us would pay it. It's just a little bit of quality that this piece is definitely lacking. The Cyclops is going to divide people every time. Personally, I think this one is better than usual. However, I will still probably take it off this piece myself. The bezel is unfortunately not a 120 click. It is 60 click unidirectional bezel. Now I understand the Yacht Master homage to this piece has the 60 click, but it also is bi-directional, so they don't really have the excuse for fitting it with the 60 click. However, it's better than 90, which we saw in a lot of models earlier on in the Aliexpress days. So yeah, just one thing to point out, 60 click, not everyone likes a 60 click. I don't really mind it myself. As well as that, there is still some play in the bezel itself. Could have definitely had a better fit here. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is still that budget killer that we once knew? I think even though the market is a little bit more flooded with options nowadays, I still think that this is one fantastic piece for the price. In the sale, it's £77, and I don't think you can get much better on the open market for £77. So guys, a few things I didn't mention in the intro. This has been sent to me for free by the Pagani Design Global Aliexpress store. Their link is in the description. If you'd like to pick one up, that is where I would send you. That is an affiliate link also, so I do get a little bit of a kickback from it. That out of the way. What do you guys think of this model? I think that honestly on this rubber band, it's just so OP. It's fantastic. It fits so nicely to wrist. It's an absolute joy to wear, and it looks fantastic while it's doing it. All of that packed with a automatic movement in the back. I I don't really see much of a better option for people that are getting into this hobby. If you know of one, you know where the comments are. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.